Well, welcome back, YouTube. Hadn't got out a video in a while. I thought I'd give you a little update on what's been going on with the channel. The fish ain't been biting too awful good, but I've tried them a few times in the last month, and they just haven't been doing nothing down there in my part of the river. But we've been working on deer stands and stuff. So I thought I might update you on that and show you what we've been up to. And we'd come out here and put out a little bit of corn. We'd check the Sims cards and see what we might have on them. That yellow fly just bit me on the hand. At least it wasn't one of them old big horse flies. And anyhow, update you on what we've been doing. Try to show you the shirts for the channel, what Grace has come up with, the logo. She's still working on it. I told her she better get busy because people was asking about the shirts and hats and stuff, see what was going on with it. But we'll show you some of that when we get back to the house and go through the Sims cards. But we've been coming out here and working on Mr. Ricky's spot here, and got to find the camera there. Where we at? Oh, right there. Working on his thing there. We got his stand stood up. Had a time standing that thing up. Hit kind of high. But the season don't start yet September the 1st, which bow season's already open. But I don't too much bow hunt. I don't got no Indian blood in me that I know of, but Mr. Ricky got some Indian blood. I might can talk him into shimmying up one of them big trees or something of and taking him a deer with the bow. But I just don't think I'll be shimmying up one of them trees. I don't think I'd like getting up there with a bow and then that buck come out 100 yards and I can't do nothing with him. I just wouldn't be able to take that. I'd have to throw that bow at him. Anyhow, we could get up in and put some corn and stuff out and show you around the stands and stuff. Then we'll go get to the house. We'll check the Sims cards, see what and all we got on them. Yeah, just stand here. It's got one of them automatic feeders with a timer on it. I had never used the automatic feeders. But Mr. Ricky, he loves them. And he gave me one of his to try. Use out here this year. I checked the Sims card on here a few days ago. And a couple of does have started eating on it. It had been up here about 3 weeks. But a couple of does have started. Maybe they'll bring some more deer in. Took them a while, I guess, to get used to it. And we'd put out some cob corn there too to kind of draw them in. Look like a bunch of turkeys have been around here kicking and scratching and tearing up the ground. We loaded with turkeys. Turkeys, coons, hogs. I ain't got no picture of the bear yet this year. See what corn looks like in here. See. Oh yeah, still got plenty of corn in here. But I'm happy to try out one of these automatic feeders this year, man. To way the price of corn is, it costs us a pretty penny. But we can go ahead and change out this SIM card here. Then we go check out the other stand. We're walking into the other stand here now. I tell you, 50 pounds of corn sure feels like it weighs more than what it used to when I was younger. By the time I get to the stand, I'll be tired. Right here last year, there was some yellow jackets. Had a nest right there. I spotted it when it was just a little round, small hole. I come by there one day and I seen where something been digging at it around the edges. I said, well, I ain't got the bear on camera, so I know it ain't that bear. He'd be eating the corn. So I went over there and put me a camera on that tree over there. It was 3 coons. We'll come here and dig around that edge, getting down to them yellow jackets, I guess, to the hive and to the nest. And one night it got down below freezing. I come here and that whole place was tore up right there. I looked at the camera, them coons dug all night long during that freezing night. I reckon them yellow jackets couldn't fly, and they tore that whole nest up. And after then, there wasn't no more yellow jackets there. Man, them coons got to be a tough thing. To start with, they'd mess with them yellow jackets at nighttime, and I know some of them had to be stinging them, but they'd keep messing with it. But that night that it froze, they cleaned it out. Then they dug that whole place up around there. I'm trying this gravity feeder here. I ain't never tried one of these before either. But, see how it'll work. I don't know if any of them's eating out of there or not. We'll check on the camera. But the corn that under the bottom and some of it that I put on the ground here, I know they're eating it. So when I checked it last week, they had a couple of bucks on it. But I'm hoping they get used to that blind down there before the season starts. I'll try to hunt out of a blind on this one. But I know this one, last time I checked the camera, had 2 bucks on it. Still had velvet on them last time I checked it. Still had velvet on the horns. Well, we could go. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some corn out on the ground while I'm in here. Keep them coming here. And if they ain't used to eating out of that, maybe they'll get used to it directly. Hopefully. All right, we made it back to the house here. We get ready to check them SIM cards here in a minute to see what they got on them. But this is one of the shirts, one of the designs that Grace's nephew come up with. And Grace, I think, is wanting to get it a little bit more browner, where to have a little bit more brown color to it. But she's working on it. It's just taking her a while. And after she kind of gets the design how she wants it, then she's gonna see who she can check around with print shops to see who she can get to print it up at what kind of cost. But this is just one she had done for a sample. But the one she gets made up won't have the Junior Castleman at the top. It'll just have Castleman Outdoors YouTube. But anyhow, that's the shirt there. One of the designs, and I think she's gonna try that one to start off with. But we go ahead and get my computer set up here and put these SIM cards in and see what we can see on it. But if y'all get on Grace good, maybe she'll get these here shirts and stuff out and get to working on them a little bit harder. Alright, let's check the camera out here, the deer cameras. This is from earlier. This is like from the 8th month. But right in here you can see one buck there, another buck here, and that's a buck back there. He's kind of off from the camera, so we'll flip through these pictures and see what we got. There's a couple more there. Let a buck come up, so kind of hard to do this camera and flip through the pictures at the same time. This is, I think, let's see what's the date on this, from the 7th. That wasn't long after I put the corn and stuff out.
Mommy, you do this lower? Let's try it, Mom.
See if we can get it on to the other and see if we can. See what we got on the corn that's on the feeder with the timer on it. There's one buck there I was flipping through there. He got a messed up set of horns. Horns on the right. Somehow or another they messed up. Look like he's trying to grow a double rack on that side or something. Something wrong with him. He got some nice set on that left hand side. Both sides are like that, man. He would be a nice buck. That picture of him there from the side. Alright, 3 does and them same 2 bucks there. There's all 3 bucks on there again. This was on the 9th. But up here is that feeder that's hanging on the tree. And so far, the only thing I see them eating is the corn on the ground. Maybe they'll get used to that feeder directly. They eating up right up under it. Corn that's on the ground up under it there, so. Alright, this is the feeder with the timer on there. This is from last night. See a doe there and look like a coon up under the feeder. So there are a couple of does eating on it. As long as they eating around it, more deer will come in and bucks will come in directly once they see them does and stuff feeding around it and stuff. Well, let's switch and go to the other card and see what we got on it from last night. Alright, this is from last night. So same buck still there. I just keep him there until the season starts. There goes the other deer that now. Both of them bucks has been being together the whole time. That was me this morning going there to check it. Got a good picture of myself. Anyhow, thought I'd show you what I've been doing since the fish ain't been biting lately. I keep checking on them every week or every couple of weeks. Go down there and see if they're biting them. Right now they just ain't doing nothing here. Just wanted to give you an update and let you know I've been feeding the deer and stuff, getting everything ready for the season. But anyhow, maybe them fish will pick up biting directly, and we'll get down there and catch some of them fish, and once the season starts we'll get out there and get some footage of the deer and stuff out there. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Catch you the next time.